so the CISRO is broken into a number of capability divisions, so there's about 10 or 11 divisions. I'm in the ICT Centre, my colleagues are in resource extraction or resource engineering. There's people in genetics, people in Wi-Fi technology.
And all over Australia?
All over Australia. I think there's 52 sites in Australia. And so there's all these capabilities, and all these PhDs and all these smart people. And then what we have is these flagships that basically interact with the different sectors. So we have minerals down under, water for a healthy country, future manufacturing. So these all deal with the customer. And the idea of this matrix organisation is to create large projects that collect different skill sets to solve a problem. So what we normally do is in presentations like this is to elicit some interest and for people to pose problems to us which we can go off and try and solve. And once we've solved the problem, we don't manufacture, so we have to then license the technology to a third party. But our objective here is to raise the productivity and safety of mining in Australia. So we're looking at those problems and trying to address those problems and improve productivity and safety. Okay. Yep.
Hi, I'm Jeff from BHP. For those in the mining industry who will argue you'll never have no people on site.
No.
Right? For all the automation, you will never be able to clear a bulk transfer chute automatically. Be nice.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I mean, as a roboticist, we've been struggling with this. We thought, we'll just get rid of people and we'll be fine. The reality is we have to deal with the issue of people and machines interaction on site. So that's something we have to solve, and that's a big issue in, say, manufacturing as well, agile manufacturing. The reality is the future projection, and what we're looking at is off-well mining and undersea mining, where there will not be, or very unlikely to be people. So that's where we're sort of. I think you're right. It's going to take a long time, but in the foreseeable future, you're right. There will be people on the mine site. To do the things I mentioned about understanding what's going on in the environment, and maintenance is a big issue. But yes, you're right. Yeah.
Do you know approximately what the size of the North Parkes model was, data size?
We had to decimate it 100 times for them to cope with it. Yeah. So I think it was 45 million points, a bit more, maybe 200 million points. And then we had to decimate it because their CAD system couldn't deal with that many points. And that's actually a big research problem of decimation of data and converting point clouds into surfaces and structures. It's easier in the mining industry or the mining domain because it's mostly built very simple things like roads and benches and rocks. But to do CAD systems of a building like this is extremely difficult. But it's a big research challenge worldwide. I mean, it's a challenge that Google and Microsoft and Apple are very keen to solve. I mean, if you looked at your indoor navigation apps that you're going to be running to navigate through airports and shopping centres,